So I recently purchased a Onewheel, and if you're anything like my neighbor, you're probably wondering,
yeah, we'll see, I guess.
so what is a Onewheel? Well, the first thing that came to my mind was
hoverboard.
Now, it's not exactly a hoverboard, of course, but it's probably the closest thing I'll see in my lifetime to it. To put it simply, a Onewheel is a skateboard with, you guessed it, one wheel. I think we can all agree this is a pretty cool concept, but some of us may see this as a hospital visit, while others probably can't get their credit card typed in fast enough. But a Onewheel doesn't come at a cheap cost. The smaller version, known as the Pint, comes in at roughly $950 at the base package, while the larger version, the XR, comes in around $1,800. So unless you're Richie Rich,
Mount Richmore?
you'll have to make the decision on what board is best for you, factoring in the price. In this video, I'll tell you why I chose the Pint, and ask some questions that might help you with your decision on which board to go with. So why did I purchase the Pint versus the XR?
It comes in pints? I'm getting one.
I'd say the main reason in choosing the Pint came down to price for me. I didn't have a way of testing out a Onewheel. I didn't know anybody who owned one. I figured if I purchased the Pint, if I didn't like it, or worse, I couldn't even ride it, I'd have an easier time reselling it. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, so naturally, I rode a skateboard. But like most skateboarders of this era, I stopped riding over time. Landing on concrete slabs just wasn't as fun anymore.
I'm an accident-prone skateboarder.
So perhaps getting a Onewheel was a way for me to get back into skateboarding, or at least get a similar feel to it. But is a Onewheel fun to ride? Yeah, I definitely think it is. On asphalt and cement, it truly is a smooth ride. Now it can be taken off-road, but over long distances, you're certainly going to feel it in your legs and feet. Now I'm a smaller guy, and the Pint suits my needs just fine. I will say if you're of larger stature, you may want to consider getting the XR right off the bat. The motor's going to have an easier time handling your weight, giving you better range.
Yeah, you can rip.
The Pint is a compact, agile beast, but with a smaller tire, it's been said it has a lot more wobble to it. And when you first get on one, you'll know exactly what I mean. I won't be getting into the specifics on how to ride a Onewheel, as Onewheel does a really good job showing you how to do this already. I'll leave a link in the description. Ultimately, I think you're going to be happy with the Pint or the XR. It may take time to learn how to ride one if you're not familiar with board sports, but with practice, you'll eventually pick it up and it's a blast to ride. There is one question that still remains for me. Will I still like this after a summer? Or is it going to be like the bicycle I bought a few years back, which is just sitting in my garage collecting dust? There's a lot more details I could get into about the Onewheel, but I'm going to keep this video short. The questions I answered were enough for me to pull the trigger on the purchase. And at least for now, I don't regret it. It's an extremely fun ride, and I hope more of you who are on the fence about purchasing one, go out and pick one up. Thanks for watching my video. If you like the content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.